Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some serious tech nostalgia. We're taking a look at the original iPad mini, yes, the first generation, released all the way back in 2012, and asking the big question, can you still use the iPad mini 1 in 2025? Spoiler alert, the answer might surprise you. The specs, in case you forgot. Let's rewind. The iPad mini 1 came with a 7.9-inch non-retina display, 1024 by 768 resolution. Apple A5 chip, the same as in the iPhone 4S, 512 megabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes, or 64 gigabytes of storage. iOS 6 at launch, upgradable to iOS 9.3.5. No Touch ID, no Siri integration for many features, no modern app support. By 2025 standards, these specs are ancient. But let's see how it holds up in the real world. Software support, practically non-existent. The iPad mini 1 stopped receiving iOS updates in 2016. That means no iOS 10 or beyond. In 2025, most apps on the App Store simply won't install, and many websites won't even load properly in Safari due to outdated web standards. You also can't download current versions of YouTube, Netflix, TikTok, or even basic apps like Gmail, unless you had them before and can get older versions from your purchase history. So, yes, it turns on. But no, you can't really use modern apps. Performance, painfully slow. With just 512 megabytes of RAM and an A5 chip, the iPad mini 1 is painfully slow by today's standards. Opening apps takes several seconds, switching between apps causes crashes, and even navigating the settings menu can feel laggy. Web browsing is limited. Most modern websites don't load correctly, and videos often lag or won't play at all. This is not a device for multitasking, or even single tasking, really. Can you watch YouTube or Netflix? Kind of, but not really. You might be able to watch YouTube through Safari if you can find an older video format, but it's glitchy, low quality, and buffering is constant. The YouTube app itself no longer works. Netflix? Forget it. So if your plan was to turn this into a media tablet, you're better off with a cheap Android tablet from Walmart. What can you use it for? Believe it or not, there are a few things this iPad can still do in 2025, with the right expectations. Reading offline PDFs or ebooks via pre-installed apps like iBooks or side-loaded files. Simple note-taking with the default Notes app. Retro gaming if you jailbreak it and install emulators. Music playback for MP3 files via iTunes or Music app. Distraction-free writing. No notifications, no distractions. It's also a fun collector's item or a nostalgic piece of tech history. A reminder of how far Apple has come. Battery life. One surprisingly good thing, the battery. If the battery hasn't degraded too badly, the iPad mini 1 can still hold a charge for several hours of light use. Apple built this thing to last, and it shows. Final thoughts. Is it usable in 2025? Let's be honest. By 2025 standards, the iPad mini 1 is basically obsolete for any serious use. You can't run modern apps, the web is almost unusable, and performance is extremely limited. However, it still turns on, the hardware still works, and for basic offline tasks or nostalgic value, it has its charm. If you find one lying around, maybe don't throw it away. But don't expect it to replace any modern device either. What do you think? Are you still using an iPad mini 1 in 2025? What do you use it for? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more tech deep dives, and I'll see you in the next one.